everybody. Welcome to this month's reading. I'm doing an oracle card reading for the month of November. Now, oracle card readings reflect the energy. It's kind of like a weather report. There's an energetic weather report. Each week, there's going to be 3 cards that are going to describe the energy that we're working with and potential ways that we could navigate that, okay? You want to pair this with your personal reading with the Astro Oracle reading, which gives you a lot more information about how you're going to handle the month, okay? You personally. But here, this is a little bit more general. So, but before we start, I'm so excited to talk about this. We are opening our doors to my most favorite place on the internet ever, and it's my place. It's my very special place called the Oracle Circle membership. And if you're looking for an uplifting and inspiring metaphysical community to hang out in, I am telling you, this is the place to be. We have literally created a safe, supportive, inclusive community, and we're so proud of it. And we have an exclusive opportunity twice a month. Guess what? You could receive a personal oracle or mediumship reading from me, because I do something called Spirit Jam twice a month for 90 minutes. I get in there, we meditate together, we pray, we do card readings, I do mediumship readings, and it is phenomenal. And everybody gets something out of it too. It is literally the Oracle Circle, my most favorite place on the internet. Just ask any member. They're going to tell you. I say that all the time. And listen, when you join, you get a treasure trove of exclusive resources. We get videos from me, guest experts. You can dive deep into our library. We have on-demand videos, things like astrology, oracle cards, rituals, tarot, guided meditation, numerology, mediumship, and more. Whoa. That's a lot, right? And guess what? It's $22. That's it. $22 a month. If this sounds something you want to check it out, come to cbrlove.com. All the details are there. You can join our Oracle Circle community. So join again, cbrlove.com to join today. All right, so let's start with week 1. Now, we're going to be looking at Wednesday, November the 1st to Sunday, November 5th. So the weeks are kind of like shorter. So I like to do them from just like the Monday to Sunday, but we started on Wednesday this year, okay? November 1st, I'm so excited, is the 12-year anniversary of my Enchanted Map Oracle. That was my second Oracle card deck. Third. My third Oracle card deck. And I love it so much. I should have used the Enchanted Map, but I'm not. I'm using the one I teach with, Wisdom of the Oracle. So we're going to be looking at week 1 right now. So let's take a look and see what's up. I changed my mind. I'm using my Enchanted Map cards. Mark found them for me. Yes. Okay. I love these cards. I love all my cards, but my early babies. These are my early babies. I love them. Okay, so now let's take a look at the energy that all of us are going to be under for the first week. Again, first, which is the anniversary, 12-year anniversary of my Enchanted Map Oracle until Sunday the 5th. So it's just a few days. I love the way we redesigned these. Okay, so protection cards. These are cards when they're upside down. They're not bad. Remember that, they're not bad. But they tell us to be cautious. And they also tell us to, because metamorphosis is in protection. It's the first card, that's the anchor card. We're really holding our energy very close. And we're saying, we're not there yet. Like, we are still in the throes of change. And even more so this first week, because also coming to life is in protection as well too. So it's kind of like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? We're not there yet. Like, we're just not going to even bother asking that question this week. We're still, in that kind of choppy area, we're on that surfboard and we're like, are we going to crash? No, we were not. But it feels like so much change can be so overwhelming. And so what do we do with that? If we're being told that there is a big rainstorm, we put a raincoat on, or we don't go outside, right? We take precautions. And this is saying that the kind of precautions that we need is not to fall prey to hubris. We think we know everything, because we don't. And this is what's reminding all of us we don't know, and we're not there yet. And we're in that wonky phase of metamorphosis where we are definitely not the butterfly yet, but we're not the caterpillar anymore. So we don't have that cute little fuzzy green coat on. We are in that nightmare period where we're goo and we're inside that chrysalis, and the cocoon is like, ugh. And it's saying, like, are we ever going to get out of this? And yes, we will, but you're meant to slow down. This is not a quick pace week for any of us. This is also about the sea legs that need to happen with this is like, yeah, I need to be flexible. I need to allow myself to go with whatever is there and take it someday. I always say live 24 hours at a time. Sometimes we have to live an hour at a time. And then the coming to life card is when something looks like it's really going to work and then it kind of stymies. It's like sculpting and all of a sudden you get a bad chunk of rock and there's a hole. But that's okay, because then you're like, I need a minute to allow spirit to come through me to give me the right answer. And so this is a time for slowing down this week. Slow down. This is a very sacred time anyway, asking us to slow down, as Halloween was the night before. So just really, really zone in on your small world. Let your world be small this week until Sunday. Okay, now let's see what happens next. Beautiful. I love this. When Stuck in the Mud comes, it's one of my favorite cards. I just love the art on this deck so much. Thank you, Jenna. Okay, so Stuck in the Mud is a perceptual issue, right? So if we look at the energy of what Stuck in the Mud says, it is again about being forced to slow down. The little bird on the back of the elephant is trying to get somewhere, but the little bird now has a 360-degree view of the world, right? Oh, I can see more. If I'm unable to move as fast as I want to, and I'm actually saying that I have to stay put or move a lot slower or, wash myself off a little bit, I get a chance to really observe the terrain. So this is the observer. It's requiring all of us to get into the observer and remember that things, when they slow down, they do enable us to handle things a little bit better, right? So that we're not running around like with their, trying to figure out what's next. This is like saying, no, slow right down. Be present, be right here and now, be mindful. Now, the two cards following this, Peaks of Joy and Gentle Gardener, are both in protection. So when Peaks of Joy are in protection, it is asking us to understand. I'm actually going to read the booklet on this one. Do you rely too heavily on your material achievements when you assess how happy you are? Perhaps you say, I'll be happy when I meet the right lover, make the right amount of money, reach my ideal weight, and so on. Why wait to arrive at the perfect destination before allowing yourself to experience sheer delight, right? Stuck in the Mud says slow down, and when Peaks of Joy are in the protection, it's like saying, wait a second, what value am I placing on what makes me happy, right? And it says here, this is a day for joy. Take a walk. Listen to songbirds, scratch a kitty's head, play with a dog, look at a baby, be in awe of life, which leads to a true sense of bliss. Be alive, be grateful, and know that happiness is an inside job. So this is, I love when I get that, because it says to me always, don't wait for the outer world to behave itself. Don't look for controlling the outcomes in the external, right? And I think we're right in the middle also of doing my Spirit of Your Business course, and that's stuff that we talk about in there. And this really reminds me about our values, right? What do we value? Like, are we only going to be happy when we get there? Where is there? Where is there? It's now. Gentle Gardener reminds us about the integrity. So if a weed is planted, weed is a living thing. It gets to be planted. So this is all about, what are you planting? And it's time to go weed your garden. So if you don't want weeds, right? If you don't want them, then it's your job to go take them out. And this is it's the way we think. It's energy. Remember, this is a whole energy report for this month. So it's like, okay, well, where are the weeds? Are the weeds the way you think about other people? Are the weeds the way you think about your business? Are the weeds the way you kind of recycle resentments? What are your weeds? Right? And where are your obstacles that are created by you, right? The world is going to always throw obstacles at us, but it's the way we respond to those obstacles that dictates to us about our experience, right? So this is all about really taking a look, what experience do we want? Now, knowing that we don't always have control over that. I mean, there are certain things that override it. You can manifest till the cows come home, and there's going to be a world event that overrides everything because there is a greater lesson to be learned, and we don't know what that is. But this is saying, in your small world, your energy, this is what you need to remember. joy for just breathing, joy for being alive. Don't try to get so fast, so far that you miss out on all of this, right? And don't forget to weed your garden. Not unless you want the weeds, right? Sometimes weeds are good, but maybe not. Okay. Now we're looking at week number 3. So that week number 2 is November 6th, Monday to Sunday, November the 12th. And then Monday, November 13th, which is our new moon in Scorpio, which is a very, very interesting, intense, but really beautiful new moon, until Sunday, then November the 19th. And let's do this. Week of the new moon. This is the manifestor's week. This is interesting. Okay, unexpected visitors is the grounding, this is the main theme, which is anything can happen and likely will. It doesn't have to be bad, and it's not necessarily good. It's neither good nor bad. It's a requisite that we make no judgment on it. That's what it's asking us to do. Don't judge it. Just open the door and see. This is a week for curiosity for all of us. And then also a week to ask ourselves, what are we committed to? Where is our commitment? How strong are we in our commitments? And can we be flexible when we learn new things, right? So now the Dragon's Lair card is in the protection position, and I want to read a little bit of that also for everybody. So also about red flags. So unexpected visitors, the commitment is how far have you come? So this is great. So remember, how far have you come? Here comes red flags, right? So then the red flag is like, I saw a red flag before. It didn't go good. So this is saying, okay, am I going to try that again a different way, or am I going to just keep going? So red flags should not be ignored. That's what it says. Don't be seduced in learning a lesson that will hurt your heart. It's unnecessary. Temptation and intrigue abound, but be careful. You cannot win this particular challenge. Heed this gentle warning about wanting and longing and the fantasying of belonging to something, someone, or an identity that has no true substance or longevity. So this is really also about opportunity to try an identity on, say like, oh, who am I? Because remember, this is the commitment to your path. Well, who am I? Is this for me? Or do I like it because somebody else has it? So it says, choose another path, for your treasures lie elsewhere, when that's there. So again, that's only if a red flag comes up, you're recognizing that, this is not worth me learning again. Or even like, if there's a red flag, you realize that maybe this is a moment in time to just say no. So this is what I love about Scorpio new moons too, when they kick off a week, because it's about manifesting, and how true are we to diving in, understanding our own shadow, and recognizing that it's our responsibility and our accountability not to add more of the shadow to the world. That's the whole point, right? This is about, no, I am going to take this, transmute this energy into something good. So if I notice something that's coming to me, that's inviting me to dance with it, you're not going to win. Walk, just walk. May not happen for everybody, but the point is that it is in the air, and don't believe everything you read. That's the other thing. Educate yourself is what this is also about too. That doesn't sit right with me. Go look. Right? Okay. Now, week 4, Monday, November 20th through Sunday, the 26th. Okay, let's go like this. Here we go. Sacred pool. Dry desert. Field of dreams. Ooh, I love it. This is all about resilience. Yay. Okay, the sacred pool. When the sacred pool is in a protection position, it says we might want to avoid looking at our excess, right? It's interesting that Thanksgiving is this week too, so we don't want to be overeating, all right? So we're also going into Sagittarius time. There's that that Jupiter, there's lots of like, whoa, I could overdo things. Don't, just basically saying that you will not be happy with yourself. The dry desert says you're not going to get out of it the way you thought you were going to get out of it. So like, watch your excess. This is for all of us, the week of the 20th through the 26th. The dry desert is a beautiful card because what lives in the desert? Things like cacti, animals that have exoskeletons, like what thrives, what life forms thrive in the desert, because that's what it's saying for you. You've come so far. And this is saying that I can indeed learn to be more resilient, learn to experience what the landscape of my inner world may not provide me with the fruits of my labor right away, right now, but it sure is reminding me that no matter what I see in front of me, potentiality is there, but it's just deep. It's deep down into the ground. The Field of Dreams card is where it closes on, which is really about a great week for us to actually wonder, like, well, what kind of life do we want? How do we want to live in the world? What do we want to co-create? What do we want to manifest? And because manifestation is not you getting control over the material world, it is about you in partnership with your higher power to co-create and invite an experience. That's what that's about. So this is asking those really important questions. And who are we together, right? This is about togetherness as well, too. Don't be afraid to look at yourself this week, right? The sacred pool is in the protection. The sacred pool is also a time for you to be a little more languid. So again, this could be a week for a lot of people, lots of travel and stuff. So, it's not going to be the easiest energy to manage, is what it says. Now, let's take a look at week 5, which is a short week, Monday, November 27th through Thursday, November 30th. And we have the full moon in Gemini also this week. And if you're in my Oracle Circle membership, I go deep into the lunar cycles in there, always with a guest astrologer, and we really dive in and get some really important things discussed there. So you're going to want to check that out. cbrlove.com, you guys. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, here we go. Show us the reflection of the energy we're all under this week. Okay, there's another commitment card and this one. Oh, interesting. Stuck in the mud again. Doesn't look like we're moving too fast this November, but it doesn't look as painfully abrupt and the energetics in October, and we know why. All around the world, it's just the balancing act upside down. It's the first card that comes in. So we're recuperating from the week before. This is about you don't have to get on the tightrope. Okay, you're not proving anything to anybody. So when the balancing act is in the protection position, it's saying that things can be out of balance, and the resilience and that you need to kind of flexibly walk that line. I'm going to pull the guidebook too. Isn't done by insisting on balance, right? It isn't done by it has to be a certain way. This has to be fair. This has to be this. It's actually going with what is. It's card number 11. Adjust yourself to the conditions of your environment that you have no control over, and balance will come a lot more easily. Exactly. If there is to be fairness, it must come from inside of you, right? Yes. Don't allow discord to be in your life. This is about you refusing to engage in discord, or to ask if there's discord within you, right? That's where it's going to be coming from, and the healing needs to come from within. And again, asking for what are you committed to? Where's your sacred covenant? Do you need to make a new one? With yourself, with your higher power, with the way you see the world. This is a beautiful week to actually address those things and to do an inventory. Why do I say that? Because we're not going anywhere too fast. Stuck in the mud is there again. This is, again, we keep getting these messages of slow down, look around, stay in present moment awareness, get mindful, go deep, deep listening. Think before you speak. Be present to prayer. Primary relationship is your higher power. This is the commitment that you have to make this week as well, too. Where is that? And what does that relationship actually look like to me? This is quite interesting. So here we are now in Sagittarius season in this last part of the month and last week as well, too. And it's, again, those deep truths are being required of us. And that's what Sagittarius likes, that higher truth. We want to talk about the divine mind. This is where it is. And again, watch the excess, nothing in excess. That was what was above the temple at Delphi. It said, know thyself, nothing in excess. That's it. So I would love to close this up by telling you all about my fabulous membership site. You're going to go to cbrlove.com because I have something amazing to tell you about. It's an uplifting, inspiring, metaphysical community. Yes, it is Oh my gosh, ask anybody. There have been members there right since the doors have opened. I want to invite you to join me in the Oracle Circle membership. If you've been looking for a safe, inclusive, supportive community with the exclusive opportunity, seriously, because I don't do readings anywhere else, you get personal, twice a month I do Spirit Jam. You could get a personal Oracle or mediumship reading for me, coaching. I do it twice a month for 90 minutes. The live calls are amazing. We have moon readings in there, both full moon and new moon. We have guest astrologers. It's my favorite place on the internet. You have to come. It's so great. Even just check it out for a month. I'm telling you, I think you will love it. We also have a treasure trove, exclusive resources. We have videos from me and guest experts and a library of on-demand videos around subjects like astrology, the tarot, goddesses, oracle cards, rituals, guided meditation, numerology, mediumship, more. Oh my gosh. Right? That's a lot, and it's amazing. So if this sounds like something you would like to be part of, I would love for you to go check it out. Go look at all the details at cbrlove.com, because this is where the love is. $22, that's all it is. You can join our Oracle Circle community. So visit cbrlove.com to join today. Mwah! Love you. Bye.
Get ready.